in the United States of America at present is the inability for American citizens to accept the reality of what's happening in the United States of America at fucking present. This shit is actually fucking insane, and I've just about had my fill, and I think ultimately the conversations I had yesterday just confirmed that I will just be leaving. There's nothing to be done here. People do not understand the strategic move of ICE being deployed to the airports. This was listed in Project 25. Majority of Project 25 is complete. Next comes Project Esther, and that's even worse. Half the people that I'm having conversations with have never read Project 25, even though it's now a confirmed fact by all parties associated that this is the agenda and it's almost complete. And with that being said, they won't read Project Esther. Instead, they'll still sit there and tell you that you're overreacting. And I'm having a conversation yesterday with two men, both minorities. My son's father, who's Puerto Rican, and one of my friends who's a black man. And they're being dismissive and acting as if I'm overreacting because I refuse to send my half Puerto Rican son through the airports. Okay, first and foremost, TSA has been completely defunded. And then, well, they just walked out. That's why ICE is there. ICE is helping TSA. They didn't just fucking walk out. They went on strike because they're not fucking paying them, okay? You wouldn't work for fucking free. Nobody does. So they walked out until they get paid. And the government had 7 different propositions to pay them. And Donald Trump told Republicans to shoot down every single fucking one, and they did. So they are intentionally not paying TSA, so they have the excuse of putting ICE in the airports like they said they were going to do in Project 25. And why are they putting ICE in the airports? These men are really trying to tell me that ICE is there to help TSA. If they wanted TSA up and running, they would be funding TSA. They wouldn't take $178 billion of your tax dollars in the big beautiful bill to pay ICE to go in and do TSA's job. They would pay TSA to do TSA's job, and then come to, well, TSA wasn't doing a good job, just like FEMA. Just like the CDC, just like the National Weather Association, just like SNAP benefits, just like temporary assistance for needy families, just like Medicaid and Medicare. It's fraud. They're not doing their job, yada, yada, yada. All of these fucking excuses. When you have a social safety net that taxpayers pay for out of their money, you do not abolish and defund it when it's not working properly. You restructure and reform it, because that is what adequate leaders do. We are not being led anywhere except to fucking slaughter. And ICE being in the airports is to deter liberals, minorities, and brown people from leaving the United States so that they can be entered into concentration camps. This situation is fucking critical. And they mapped it all out in Project 25. They're not even hiding their agenda anymore. They're outwardly racist. The Department of Homeland Security uses Nazi slogans and propaganda on the United States web pages. The President of the United States copy and pasted the Obama's head onto chimpanzees. These people are racist and they hate you. They employed KKK members and Proud Boys to work for fucking ICE. So when people are sitting here telling me that I'm overreacting, I literally can't wrap my fucking head around it, because they have put an entire plan into place to take your tax dollars, terrorize the world, and genocide 1/3 of the population in the United States of America. And they are more than 60 to 70% through with completing that fucking agenda. And you're gonna hop in my fucking face and tell me that I'm overreacting because I read Project 25 and I read Project Esther. You guys have an open book fucking test and you're still fucking failing. Everything that they intended to do, they have already done. So when they tell you that they're going to do something, please understand that they're going to fucking do it. Putting ICE in the airports is not to fucking help TSA. We're just getting started on the terror that they're going to inflict. They didn't put ICE in blue states to deal with an illegal immigrant problem. If they wanted to deal with an illegal immigrant problem, they would go to the states that have illegal immigrant problems. And guess what? That ain't fucking blue states. Immigrants don't migrate here to get welfare because they know you need a tax identification number or a social security number. They're very well privy to that fact. This shit is actually fucking insane that people are still refusing to accept reality. Our airports are not up and running and ICE is occupying them, and you genuinely believe that a privatized militia ran by a Satan-worshiping, baby-eating pedophile hoarding your resources to start forever wars to send your sons and daughter into is deploying ICE to the airport to help TSA when they could have just funded TSA. You guys literally don't have any fucking common sense, and it's actually fucking sickening. And it is majority of men. And I genuinely believe that men in the United States of America are dismissing reality because they don't have what it takes to fight back. I said what I said. You know what's worse than what's happening?